Hello and welcome back. So today is belt day. What I've got to do is get the covers and the pulleys on, which will be to mount to here and here. Then we've got a set of belts to put on, and I'll take you through how we're going to do that. Hopefully relatively short video. I haven't done anything extra since the last video. These are just sat on here so that I prevent anything falling into the engine. Okay, so first task is to place the back of the belt covers onto the engine, and they're actually held in place by the pulleys. So when we stick them on, we have one that goes here and one that goes there. There's a nut that holds it in on the base. What you then also need to do is put in the studs. So this is for the movable one. What I need to do on there is just clean that thread and put a little bit of locking compound on there before we stick that in. Okay, so I've just loosely put these in, and you'll see that I put a little bit of thread locking compound on. So these now need to be tightened up to 26 Newton meters, and then the nut here needs to be done up to 10 Newton meters. Next we need to put in the fixed steadies, which go in there. Again, a little bit of locking compound. So the fixed steadies use a size 8 hex key to go in there, and again same torque setting as the stud, 26 Newton meters. So let's just do those. Okay. So this is everything now tightened in and torqued down. This is loose because we need obviously the adjustable one to be able to move as we put the belts on. So they're just left loose. What we need to do now is get the engine into the correct position to put the belts on. So I'm just going to turn this until this mark lines up with the mark on the case. And the important piece to bear in mind is that the horizontal cylinder is at top dead center when you do that. For the camshafts to be in the right place, we've got a series of marks all around the outside, and then there's a dot on each of the cam wheels. Okay. And it's nicely laid out so that vertical is the mark there, lines up with the wheel, and then the mark there lines up with the wheel, but this is under tension. To keep this in the correct position when we're trying to put the belt on, because this one isn't under tension, we just hold this one with a special tool. On the horizontal, you turn one cam so its mark aligns with the horizontal mark, the 0, and then the other so it's lined up with the 0 and the dot. That is everything lined up. So horizontal cylinder is at top dead center. Remember that, top dead center. The timing belt drive gear, its dot is aligned with the clutch cover cutout. Alright, the vertical camshaft is aligned with its mark on its cases, and then the horizontal are aligned with their marks. Okay, we're now good just to put the belts on. The belts just loosely put on, so you can see that the horizontal marks still line up, the pulley belt still lines up, and our vertical marks still line up. All I've done is I've put a little bit of pressure onto the wheels just so that it's held in the right place. All we got to do now is tension these belts, so let me just grab the tool to do that. Okay, so what I've got here is a belt tension meter made by Clavis, which is equivalent to the Ducati tool. What I need to do is, this measures the frequency of movement. So I'm going to use this on the belts. What I need to do is just check that it's still in spec. So I use a tuning fork and it should pick up at 250 Hertz. There you go. So that's that tool correctly calibrated. So all I'm going to do is measure on the longest runs, which is here and here. Because they're new belts, we need this to come at 110 Hertz. So all you do, push that against the back of the engine, ping the belt, and you can see we're getting a reading of 156, which is far too tight. So we'll take some tension out. Measure again, 128, 110, spot on. So what I'm going to just do there for now is just put that in and lock that off. So we're going to check that in a second. Now I need to go up to here, and you can see on that one we're only reading 92, so we just need to increase the tension on this one. So move that up a little touch. That adjustment's brought us into 102 Hertz. So just need another little nip. And we've got 110. What I'm going to do is just lock that one off as well. And then turn the engine over a couple of revolutions and then we'll check the belt again just to make sure that it's an even tension all the way around. Been turned around 2 times. I've put the engine back into its timing position, and we're just going to check that everything still aligns correctly, which it looks to do. Belt tensions. Okay, so This one needs to just come down ever so slightly. Okay, so vertical is at 111, which is acceptable. It's only 1 hertz out. Horizontal is at 110. All that remains to do now is torque these nuts up, which are 12mm nuts, and they need to be done up to 26 Newton meters. And then just a quick double check on the frequencies. So belts are in, all set up, frequencies are correct tensions, engine has been turned over and is free to turn. So let's just do that again. And park that back. Okay, so that's a nice, quick and easy job. All I'm going to do now is put the covers back on. Are on, tensioned, covers are on. What we'll be doing in the next video is just checking the timing just to ensure that everything is definitely lined up correctly. I'd like to retain the ergal wheels if possible. If the timing's out for any sort of reason, I've got some adjustable cam wheels to put on there, but I tend to like running with the standing timing as it is. Okay, so thank you for watching once again. If you've got any questions or comments, please pop them down below and I'll try and answer them as quickly as I can. If you like the video, pop us a like. If you're not subscribed already, I'd welcome you as a subscriber for plenty more content to come. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.